Hi everyone! My last video was about my finished series, and today I'm going to be talking about my unfinished series, but I'm only going to mention the the series that I haven't finished but planning to finish at some point. So let's get started. The first series I want to talk about is the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan. I've only read the first 3 books, The Lightning Thief, Sea of Monsters and The Titan's Curse. I'm also currently reading The Battle of the Labyrinth, which is the 4th book, so I'm obviously planning to finish this series because it is fun middle grade books that are based on a Greek mythology and I'm enjoying myself very much reading these. Next one is the School for Good and Evil series by Soman Chainani. I thought it was only a trilogy, but it is not. I don't know how many books there are going to be in the series, but there's definitely more than a trilogy now. I've only read the first book from the series, but when my TV allows me to, I'll buy the second book and continue on with it because it was a lot of fun. I love books set in magical schools and this is one of them. The next series is more of a classic one and it is the series about Professor Challenger by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I've read The Lost World and the other 2, I believe, from the series. I can't remember what they were, but I believe there's just 1 novella that is left, or 2 novellas that I need to finish in order to finish this sort of series. But every single book is about different things. The first one was obviously about dinosaurs, the second one was about something different. I can't remember it at the moment, to be honest, but yeah, I would like to finish those as well. The next 2 books are from a Russian series. I don't think they have ever been translated. I'm just going to put the pictures here. I've read the first 2 books. I've heard that there's going to be a 3rd one, but as far as I'm aware, it's not out yet. But it is the series about this girl who can see ghosts and all of the adventures that lead to it, and it is also set in England 19th century, which is my favourite time to read about. I really loved those, so I'm really looking forward to the 3rd book, even though I won't be able to buy it in England, but whenever I visit Russia I hopefully will be able to buy it. The next 2 are somehow Russian series again. The first one is Tanya Grotter series, which is basically like a sort of parody on Harry Potter of some sort. It is basically about this girl who goes to a magical school, and it is very much based on Slavic mythology, Russian Slavic mythology. It is a lot of fun. I've read quite a few books. I don't know how many there are. My friend used to lend them to me, sad story, but then she died and she stopped buying them obviously, and then I just didn't continue on with the series because I didn't want to buy them myself because it, you know, kind of was our thing, and I don't know. Same thing goes for Mefodi Buslayev series. I've read quite a few books as well, like about 10 or 13, I don't know how many there are, and I can't remember how I would describe the plot of this book, but something to do with magic again, something like, I don't know, fantasy sort of thing. The next series, I believe it's called The Secret series, but the first book is, the name of this book is Secret by this sort of author. There are 5 books in this series and I'm definitely gonna buy them in the American edition. But what I want to do is to reread the first one and then purchase the rest of them. It is a fun middle grade story. I don't remember what it is about, but it is about adventures, magic, all of other things. That's all I can remember, to be honest, but I really enjoyed the first one. The next series, again, I'm very not sure about it, and it is another one of those classic ones, Mary Poppins. I can't remember the author. I read the first one. I read it twice actually because I thought it was quite fun and I quite liked the adventures that the children went through, so I thought one day I would just read the rest of the series. I've got them on my e-reader for absolutely ages, but I'm not sure if I want to read them because the second time I read the book I wasn't enjoying it as much as I thought I would, but we'll see. The next series is the series of Unfortunate Events. I've listened to the first 4 books from the series in Russian, and then at some point I just stopped. I would really like to come back to the series. I would like to listen to them in those editions as well, like with the same narrator, because there was music as well and his voice was perfect for the series. So I'll try to find those, I think, as an audiobook format again. If not, then I'll just try to, I don't know, borrow them from the library or something, because it was interesting. I don't know why, but maybe it's a nostalgic moment as well, because I remember listening to them mostly when I was walking my dog or when I would be going to bed. So yeah, the next series, again, I'm not sure if I want to keep reading them. I read the first one, Magisterium by Cassandra Clare and Holly Black, I think. I gave that one 3 stars, and it's obviously about a magical school again, magical school. And I don't know if it's a trilogy or a series, but I didn't enjoy the first book as much, but then at the same time I'm kind of interested to see where it's going, so I don't know if I will ever finish it or not. The next one is J.K. Rowling's detective stories about Cormoran's Strike. I only read the first 2. I enjoyed them, but there's not... I'm interested to see the 3rd book. I'm not sure if there are going to be more, but they're not as interesting for me as I would like them to be, so I don't know if I will finish them again. Well, I think I will, because I kind of feel unsatisfied not finishing a J.K. Rowling book, so I might finish those. The next series, I've read the first 2 books from. That is obviously the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. I've read City of Bones and City of Ashes. At the moment, I'm kind of in the mood to start reading City of Glass as well. I don't know if you can see from here, but there are the rest of the series that I own. So I've got quite a lot to finish, but hopefully I will, because I quite enjoy these. The Infernal Devices is still my favourite trilogy, but these are quite good as well. Next one is Illumina Files. I own the first 2 from the series. Yep, they're very, very different in heights, in everything, but I've read Illuminate and Gemini. I'm planning to get Obsidian at some point as well and just finish and see how everything goes to a conclusion in these 2 books. But it is obviously a sci-fi novel about different things set in space. And the last series that I'm going to be finishing is, I don't know what they're called, but the first one is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I really enjoyed this book, and it is a fantasy book. I think everyone knows what it is about, so I don't really need to explain what it is about. But I look forward to the 2nd book, and I will definitely be getting it when it's out. So these are all of the series that I've decided that I'm going to finish at some point, apart from some of those that I'm questioning. And if you've read those that I am unsure about, please let me know if it's worth reading them or not. As usual, if you've read any of the series that I mentioned, let me know what you thought of them. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye!